Story 3. OP suspects her mother-in-law is trying to poison her. My mother-in-law hates me and makes no bones about it when she and I are alone. My husband doesn't believe me, and she even gloats about that. We have to attend family functions at her home about once a month. It used to be more frequent, but after I put my foot down, my husband agreed that monthly would be sufficient. The problem is, after each visit, I wind up with a bad case of diarrhea, and my husband does not. I don't know if the other in-laws are affected, because if I asked, it would get back to her. I suspect that my mother-in-law is putting something in my food or drink. Last time, I barely made it home before being stuck down. Now I'm considering getting some adult undergarments to make sure I don't ruin the car's upholstery on the ride home from her place. Do you have any other advice? Stop eating the food.
Yeah.
Don't eat it.
No, you
Spit
should.
in your napkin.
Yeah. That's like the first way to tell if it's being poisoned is like pretend you're eating it. Don't eat it. You go home. You don't have diarrhea or stomach problems. Like,
if all the plates are the same, find a way to get everyone distracted in a different room and switch plates with the mother-in-law and just see what happens. Because, like, worst case scenario, she poisoned herself, and I don't think legally you can be in trouble for that.
Yeah. You also should take the food, like Jasmine said, spit it into a napkin, and then take it to a lab to get tested.
Yeah.
And it's weird that it happens every single time. I would be a lot more concerned and a lot more... Yeah.
I would have stopped eating the food if I was like, I wonder if I'm being poisoned.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm still a fan of a little plate switcheroo. Also, like, grab some of it and keep it and take it to a lab. But we just do a little swapperoo.
Yeah.
A little bit of karma. Watch that be the day where she's like, it's time to kick it up a notch. And she switches it, and then the mother-in-law just like face in the potatoes. Mom? A couple months ago, you answered my post asking for advice regarding a situation involving my hateful mother-in-law, whom I suspected of tainting my food or drink at family functions at her home. You had suggested swapping plates with my husband to see if my mother-in-law would react. However, as you noted, that would require bringing my husband into confidence. I didn't feel it was wise to do that because he already didn't believe me that his mother treated me badly. But at the next function, it was Easter. She provided a traditional prime rib dinner, set up buffet style, and I could see no way that it could be problematic. However, when we arrived at her home, the dinner table was set with place cards, and in front of each was a ramekin of horseradish sauce and a small pitcher of au jus. When nobody was looking, I switched the ramekin and the pitcher between my husband's and mine. After my husband and I returned home, he became wrecked with diarrhea. I was not ill at all. In the morning, I told him I'd switch the horseradish and the au jus. He looked at me with such hatred in his eyes that I knew he had known all along what his mother was up to. His only words were to accuse me of poisoning him. I quickly packed a couple bags and raced out of there. I have hired a divorce lawyer, and I won't be looking back. Thank you for your comments, your advice, and concern. You know what? If you're sitting there having the thought that your husband's not going to believe you, first off, better off to be divorced.
Yeah.
But if you really wanted to commit to this bit of him, like, not believing you, and you wanted to stick it out for an extra few months and switch it every time, I'm not saying, like, that's what you should do, but sometimes justice is a dish best served cold. Maybe an au jus or horseradish.
Yeah, I agree. I would not want to be with a partner who didn't believe me when I was like, hey, your mom is poisoning me.
Yeah.
And like, I could understand if you had some other issues going on and you were like, something's watching me, like, all the time. I'd be like, okay, honey. Like, you know, maybe I wouldn't believe you as much. But if you're coming home every single time from your in-laws and you're sick, and your partner comes to you and you're like, I know this is crazy. I think your mom's poisoning me.
Yeah.
I really hate to say that because I know you love your mom, but this keeps happening. Why don't we try to test it somehow? And if your partner might get a little defensive, which is understandable when you're being accused, like your mom's being accused.
Yeah.
But you should want a partner that's like, okay, let's test it and I'll prove to you.
Right. You should at least be willing to take a bite of their food. If you're like, no, babe, you're crazy. My mom would never do that. Give me some of your food. I'll eat it.
Yeah.
To put your mind at ease. Mm-hmm. But if you're not willing to do that, then that kind of is like, oh, so you think it's possible.
Yeah. And like she said, she knew that he knew what was going on just by looking at him. Because immediately he was like, you tried to poison me. And it's like, no, your mom tried to poison me. And I switched to see if it was true.
Right, which clearly you seemed fine with.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't have a problem when it was me, but now that it's you, you have a problem? Like, that's crazy. Have you listened to the story of the guy who was poisoning his partner? Was it someone was poisoning somebody else's food with garden slugs?
Garden slugs.
Yeah. So slugs are can be really toxic.
Yeah.
And the OP of the story was like, I'm getting sick constantly because of my food, and it's always like my partner cooking for me every time, and I don't know what's going on. And I can't remember exactly how it happened, but OP found out that their partner was putting slugs into a blender and putting it in their food and trying to kill them.
Just break up.
Just break up. The answer is always break up.
Leave.
Just leave.
Leave.
Unless somebody cheats on you. No, just kidding. No,
in that case.
Yeah. just always.
Totally kidding.
Just leave. It is, if you find somebody else attractive, if you want to be in a relationship with somebody else, leave.
Leave.
If you hate your partner and you wish that they didn't exist anymore, leave. You don't have to be around them.
Right.
You're getting a divorce, you're going to lose half your assets. Okay, it's better than going to fucking prison.
Yeah.
Leave. Just leave. It's always easier to just cut that out of your life.
Mm-hmm. Isn't that amazing?
I will
simply
never
walk away.
Never, ever, ever understand, especially with cheating, why you don't just leave.
Right.
The answer, leave. Mm-hmm. I mean, some people want to have their cake and eat it too, but
yeah,
leave. Go be single, and then you can have your cake. You can have as many cakes that you want. Yeah. You can have your picking of cakes. Mm-hmm. One for every night of the week. Two if you want.
You can't hold on to that cake and then want to try every cake too.
No.
That's not fair. Let them eat other cakes too.
Yeah.
Everyone deserves to eat as many cakes as they want to.
Everyone deserves cake.
Don't hold them back.
Yeah.
Damn.
Anyway, bro, that's crazy.
Damn, that's so crazy. My calf is sore.
Oh. You should massage it.
I'm going
you want me
to
massage it?
Yeah, mommy.
Anyway, story 4. If you enjoyed that little story, be sure to watch the full episode here.
And make sure you like, subscribe, and all that jazzy.
Jazzy? I see what you did there. Wait, what was that?